Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Singy, this team just can't find a way to win. How do they change that today?
I really think it's as simple as put it all in the rear view and just focusing on the here and now. Every pitch, every at bat, just need to lock in on.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Chris Bassett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one missed. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his own. So man aboard. Runner takes off. Got him swinging. Throw to second and great jump. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A laser to left. Homer number 25 on the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, towing the slab in today's game, Will Warren.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
So a man at first, and now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Chisholm to second for one, and it's over his head. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score easily, and it's a one-run game.
Well, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen, but every once in a while we see one of these weird plays, and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a ball. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Anthony Santander at the plate. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1-2.
Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Paul Goldschmidt. On the ground. Fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. LeMahieu with some impressive production lately. 1 out, bases empty.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And that's downstairs.
That's the ball.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. Guerrero corrals it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Spencer Jones stepping in now for the Yankees. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Back to the top of the Yankee order, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screw.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Next to hit, Davis Schneider. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. That's the 2nd out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Ernie Clement digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. And caught on the warning track. A double. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And that one fouled off. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. To the right side. 1 up, 1 down. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Up the middle. Now a jump throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's inside.
That's
in the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 and 2's the count.
And that one hammered way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 68.
And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back, but for now, he's just got to get ready for the next.
Off balance feed, there's one, and he'll eat it and be happy with the out. Bull Bichette up to the dish. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. 2-1 now. Fastball for a strike. And he grounds one back up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Around from second is the tying run. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That missed by a lot. Ball 3.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Wells gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it stays fair. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Wells comes round and he scores. It's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead. Bellinger up to hit. Pitch misses. And that's ball 3. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Top half of inning number 4. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. A 3-run dinger. His 17th of the year. It's 7-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. Here comes the manager out of the blue. Tommy Nance into the game.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now a 7. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Slice to right. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
That's out to center field. Bellinger under it. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. So a man aboard, Ernie Clement now at the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe. 2 outs. Got him swinging. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Next offering misses, and a count 2-1. In the air, right side. Suzuki sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. Out to short, Volpe. Now the throw to first on the run. Throw is high and over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Man at first. And now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Warren with a move to first. Vladdy with another scorching run of play lately. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's a big power threat. Anthony Santander. The 1-1. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Jimenez stands at second with 2 gone. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Zach Jackson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Now here is Spencer Jones. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 and 2.
This one in the air. Bichette. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan Loaisiga.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one lifted to left. Stanton is there. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And a foul ball. To the right side, Jones steps on first for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Bastardo.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right
1
track.
and 2's the count.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Schneider puts it away. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Up the middle. Chisholm fires over to first. One up, one down. Dalton Rushing will hit next. The Jays down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We go to the 8th. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Towards first, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock.
Now this is through for a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And it's 8-3.
That's 3 singles in a row. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That to right. And there's one down. And stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones. And that one in the air center field. Varsho settles underneath it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Cody Bellinger. Swings through that.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 8-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Scott Efros.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Grounds one to short. Tosses across to first, and Bichette is retired.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here comes Aaron Judge. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. One down, base is empty. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That one fouled off, 2-2. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the ninth. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. On the ground right side, Chisholm. Throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So up next for Toronto, Seiya Suzuki. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. Davis Schneider. Next up for the so now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now Ernie Clement. Lucas on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Congrats to him on that first MLB win. I know he's been antsy waiting for it to come. It took a while, but now he can focus on win number 2 and beyond.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Today, our focus is on a team that's been absolutely tearing it up at the plate, Singy.
Yeah, you got that right, Boog. This lineup has been a nightmare for opposing pitchers, and everyone is contributing. Eager to see if that carries over to this one.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Bowden Francis. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Another 1-2. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Tosses to first. Judge out on the play. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. And we're back. Pitching in our game today, Clayton Beeter. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Anthony Santander.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Line drive, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Anthony Santander at the plate. Two outs. That one hammered center field. That's back. Get out of town. A 2-run homer. His 29th of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
2 outs, nobody on. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer, and it's 2-zip. Top of the second, and now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. His 13th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Kirk to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And he takes it himself for the out. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Outside with a breaking ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. This to third, but that rolls foul. High fly ball, right field. Suzuki makes the grab, and that'll do it. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Seiya Suzuki. The rope into right, and that's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Runner on the move. The other way. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the catcher, Alex Jackson. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swung on, belted. Varsho on the move. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 15 on the year. And we're all square. It's 3-3.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Suzuki running hard for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The line to kick the pitch. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Lifted in the air, right field. Suzuki makes the grab, 2 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some. That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But 2 round trippers. Bottom of the inning. And now Bo Bichette. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe slings it across. And Bichette is retired. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. On the ground to third. Boots it. Still manages a throw. And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. 1 down. Stepping in the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So up next, Dalton Varsho. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. That one fouled off. In the air, left field. Stanton sizing this one up. And the inning is over. So let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. A solo shot. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Guerrero makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. In the air, center field. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel.
There's a swing and a drive. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. So they make. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Rips one to right. Suzuki makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Aaron Judge. Line drive. Suzuki makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Catcher has it. Fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. And a curve misses outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and that's a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
1 out, runner at second. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score. And now the tying run is into scoring position. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. The Jays push across a run on this double. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Giancarlo Stanton. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
And he walked him.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the...
Here comes a skipper. Chad Green ready to go. 25th appearance of the year for him. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's carrying. Out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 9-4.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
1 down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Bottom of the 6th. And here is Dalton Varsho. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And that one almost hit him.
We got a full count.
Up the middle. Chisholm to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And next for Toronto, Seiya Suzuki. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge makes the grab on the run. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. Swing, and he breaks his back. Over to first. That ends the inning. Now on the bump, Ryan Burr.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch. You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
One ball.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. And this is now a 10-4 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jonathan Loaisiga.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. One out, bases empty. Out to short. Volpe. Zips it across. Gets the catcher by a step. Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Arjun Nimala, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3. So remaining in the game defensively, Arjun Nimala. He entered the game to pinch hit and now man second base. Here is Goldschmidt. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
Fastball right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's to third, and that's just foul. And that one way outside. And the count is even, 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Alex Jackson.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Got him swinging. Down in order, Goldie. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missing inside. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
So a man at first. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. In the air out to center. It falls in, and that's a knock. And now 2 aboard. In there safely.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now Dalton Varsho. Double play ball to second. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in on the play. And here comes the Yankees. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Scott Efros.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Fastball almost got him there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. Over to Jazz. Out. There's 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Garcia.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season. So this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And there's 1 down. So digging in, Anthony Volpe. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. 1 down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2 now. Swings and misses, and now 2 gone.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because It was in a very
One ball,
hittable location.
2 strikes.
Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground, right side. Chisholm gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Ernie Clement now at the plate. The Yanks leading by 5. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a base hit.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now Alejandro Kirk swings through the sweeper.
2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Safe at second.
He's in there. He's safe.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the second baseman, Arjun Nimala. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, the hitter
1 ball,
shows the
2
pitcher
strikes.
that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Clement over at second. Kirk at first. 1 gone. He dives, but he can't make the catch. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And here comes the Yankees. Devin Williams comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Judge makes the play. Runner tagging from third. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores. Now 2 runs score. It's 10-7.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Not close with that one. 2-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Tying run at the plate. That's outside. 3-1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
2 outs. Bases full. Dalton Varsho will hit next. 1 strike away. In the air, left field, down the line. 1 runs in, and it bangs off the wall. In comes the run from second, and they trail by 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. Ripped on a line, and that's a fair ball. Heading for the plate. He scores to tie it up. Relay throws, and he dives in with the winning run. A walk-off win in the bottom of the ninth.
scoring 1 run in the 9th is pretty difficult because the quality of arms and the focus on every single pitch. But to score 4 runs for the win, an incredible comeback. This showed us a lot. Nice win for this team today.
Close one here today, and your final 11-10 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. Getting the nod in this one, Kevin Gossman. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
One ball.
Kicks and fires. Pitch misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's off the batter's eye. He crushes that one to center field. Home run number 20 on the year, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. And we're back. And on the hill, the big righty, Garrett Cole.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bo Bichette up to the dish. One down, base is empty. And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-1. Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to. Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning alive. Anthony Santander at the plate. And it's fouled away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And a count 1-2. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. That's the third. They get the force. Inning over. Back now in Toronto. Second inning set to go. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down. Paul Goldschmidt now. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's DJ LeMahieu. That's towards center. Varsho in position. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tying run in scoring position here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The tying run is in to score from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. No outs. Runner at first. So up next for Toronto, Arjun Nimala. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Andres Jimenez getting ready to hit. 2 outs. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Here's a 1-1. Line, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw home. Not in time, he's safe at the plate. It's 2-1. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. In to score is the runner from third. It's 3-1. Now he launches a throw over his head.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Swing and a miss and a slider. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Nimala sizes this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 down, base is empty. Everson Pereira now at the plate. Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. LeMahieu makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Seiya Suzuki next up for the Blue Jays. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground, and that one handled on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And we're back. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. Outside low. Full count now. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Outside, and that is ball 4. And next for New York, Austin Wells.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And they'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
First offering, runner goes, pitch misses, and safe.
In there, he's safe.
It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well,
he's there to make the catch at third, and the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Arjun Nimala. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Fouls one off. 2-2.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Andres Jimenez. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
So the batting order turns over. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing at a ground ball. Whips it across. That ends the frame. They get a leadoff. Bo Bichette digs in now. Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hill also throwing. The strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Anthony Santander. Hard hit to third. Zips it to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Popped up. Jimenez makes the grab, 1 away. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And ball 4, and Judge takes his walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Varsho makes the grab, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots. Jonathan Loaisiga on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Seiya Suzuki next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he grounds one back up the middle. On to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Loaisiga fires. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball,
Activity
2
in the
strikes.
bullpen. Scott Efros getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. The 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and a miss. And the count 1 and 2. The Yankees looking to rally. Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So a lefty out of the pen, Tim Hill.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Digging in, Arjun Nimala. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Bounce to the right, Raley. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And a swing and a line drive into right field. 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Staying in the game on defense, Ernie Clement. He entered the game to pinch hit, and now man second base. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. 1 left for the Yankees. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ian Hamilton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. In the air, out towards right center. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. Swings through that one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. The count 2-1, and he takes a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The Yankees trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Goes down looking.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting.
right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Max Scherzer.
Boog, over 200 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
Gloves it on the dive from his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop with...
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starting pitcher, Clark Schmidt.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Volpe flips it. There's one. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead, they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and now they have runners at the corners. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now and even in the postseason. 2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Seiya Suzuki in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Off-balance throw in time. That's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Scherzer deals. Pop up here, third base side. Clement. Nabs it, and there's one away. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Swings through that one out in front that time. Second inning here, no score. To the right side. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Suzuki has a beat on it and makes the grab. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Seiya Suzuki. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
High fly ball out to center field. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Tap foul at the plate. 1 out and a runner at second here in the finale of this 4-game set. Hard hit left side. And he can't come up with it. 2 on, 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And the 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. LeMahieu. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. 1-1 now. That one out to right. Suzuki makes the grab, 1 down. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. And here comes Bellinger.
For the Yankees, center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. It's Aaron Judge now. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Slider misses outside. Top of the third, no score. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. 1 runs in. Runner around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. On the ground, right side. And Bichette is retired. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Vladdy coming around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. It's 1-1.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Stepping in, Dalton Varsho. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Man at second. That one almost got him.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 2-1. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strike. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in. 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Jimenez throw to first. And that quickly 2 away. Luke Raley now at the plate. And that one missing low. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it remains 2-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 4th, here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
1 out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. And strike 2.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the air, left side, Lucas. And there's 1 away. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Out to short, Bichette. Fires across the diamond, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Fly ball down the line. Suzuki running hard for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Line drive. Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, could be two. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So now the DH spot, Anthony Santander. And a swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Scott Efros getting ready to go. Hill, the lefty, warming up as well. One out and a runner at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes the Yankees manager. Scott Efros gets the call from the pen.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Hit in the air, left field. Stanton should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Swing and a foul out of play. So here's Scherzer. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
The Yanks trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the sixth. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you've got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series. as we check out the numbers. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
2-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
That's hard hit on the line. Bellinger makes the grab, runner tags and goes to third. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground to the left. LeMahieu gets it to first, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Burr.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Called out on strikes. That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Suzuki hauls it in, 2 away. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, and he got it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Stanton settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. And the batter now, Bo Bichette. Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Base
strikes.
is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 is fouled off. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Blue Jays held in. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that's through there for a strike. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. To second, that's one. To Guerrero, and they turn two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're at the top of the eighth. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. They're down 2-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Ian Hamilton, 32nd appearance. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Action in the pen down there. Jonathan Loaisiga appears to be getting loose. Hill getting loose as well. That misses the zone. 2-2. And he chases that one. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Late that time, and it's strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. This one in the air, right field. Suzuki on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
The Yankees down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push a little further. Get yourself a sweep. You know the fans are going to be behind this club. They've been playing really well, and these players, you can tell they feel the energy these fans bring to the ballpark.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long